Getting a flash this early is fantastic for the Silas in this matchup.
Yeah, a little bit greedy for Cryin as well, because he, of course, hadn't teleported back to lane yet and was just overstaying maybe just a little bit as Will is going to come through, but Ming is in position, but Vsta's here as well. Facebreaker is decent there from Ming, but First Blood's still going to go down over to Hanwha Life, and immediately it's answered as Chovy falls down. Ming now down to 300, not going to have another haymaker, and that is going to be another kill to come through from Willa, who was cosplaying as Twisted Fate. And now, still fighting. The flash forward from Wei takes a turret shot as Vsta's looking for a Deft. Turns up now as the stun comes in onto GALA. He's going to satchel his way out, and I think maybe
Big, so that upcoming Rift Herald fight is going to be so much more difficult to stomach now as Chovy gets caught.
Yeah, speaking of difficulties, Chovy just going to get burst down.
Oh,
Wei picks up that kill, almost evens things out, and that is, I mean, he got the Destiny. He might be able to come back to his lane a little bit easier, but now Wei going to
setting up a trap here.
Yeah, Wei now going to put down the ward so that he could safeguard out, and Morgan's actually going to be able to find the hook shot to kick back onto Willa to get him out of here. And now Morgan has to deal with three. Wei's very low, but he's still alive for the moment, as now Chovy going to use that stolen kick to try and get some work done, but immediately he's going to get taken down. It's a double kill now for Xiaohu, as Will is desperately trying to find it, and there's the Heartbreaker finally coming in, and Cryin is now behind enemy lines. Ming's in trouble on the bottom side as well, but does get a double face breaker as Gala's trying to rain those bombs from over the wall. Deft doesn't have the ulti, but will have one more auto attack as he flashes on forward. The Q's going to be there as Solar Flare comes through from Vsta. He's got 100 health, but he does not care, and the Ziggs will get taken down, and he's unable to answer.
Oh man, you could see him scratching his head there as well. You could feel the frustration coming through here.
I think denying it might actually be very helpful here for Hanwha Life Esports, because it means that Xiaohu can't smash down this turret very comfortably. There's now Willa. Speaking of Xiaohu could be in trouble as Cryan's going to turn up. Willa immediately tries to ult his way out. There's the flash as well, and it is going to be Wei that shuts down the Viego. But now, Chovy comes on in there, finds himself the showstopper. Now he's underneath the turret. Wildcards will go wide, and it's a 1-for-1 in the end.
And that's a big risk that you strat of paying limited attention to Morgan. In this game, I think it's not even been that bad. Doesn't work against RNG as the teleport comes in.
Yeah, Morgan's coming back. Let's see what they can do here as Willa slinks into the mist. Vista's turning up as well. He's got the ultimate at the ready. As Deft is on the bottom side. Solar Flare will connect though. And there's the Everfrost as well. Hanwha Life piling on in. Cryan's already going to get taken down, but they're underneath the turret. And Chovy is immediately going to get taken down. Heartbreaker gets Willa out of there. In the end, it is just whenever they want to as well. You press Destiny, you decide whether the players are on parts of the map that you want them to be. As there's a kick flash from Wei, finds himself to Q as well, as now Chovy. Yeah, I don't think Wei wants to fight him underneath the turret. Of course, Kingslayer is still pretty strong.
He's got the
trying to get out of here, yeah. Showstopper still available. There it is, as Chovy doesn't have that Kingslayer back available. Hanwha, they are looking for Shirley, and they should be able to lock her down as Morgan's underneath this top out.
Around the game with a little bit less activity.
Are you talking about the LoL state?
I might.
Oh, well, it's not happening. This is going to get tagged up. Now going to flash on forward. Finds the Zenith Blade into the backline. As now Morgan dives on in. Cryine's in a bit of trouble as now Ming finds himself on the front line. Mega Inferno Bomb, not a lot of value, but the Camille will still fall. And RNG, they find their pick, and Hanwha Life Esports unable to continue.
Objective was picked up. That might provide a window for Hanwha, and we get towards the Mountain Drake as Vsta.
Yeah, immediately the Destiny comes through. 4 members of RNG here though, and I have a feeling that even though the Leona's pretty tanky, she is still going to die, and indeed she does. It's now RNG thinking about this push into the mid lane. Hanwha's still going to be able to take this one down, but RNG, they do not like it. And now Ming running pretty quickly, but isn't going to be able to find any face breakers or anything onto Hanwha, who are trying to slink their way out of this one. Another back massage comes through from Xiaohu as Deft is going to be able to dash his way out, but Vsta has found his way back into the fight immediately. Hanwha tried to dive on forward, and it is Xiaohu that's taken down. The high priority target is out of the fight, and Chovy somehow survives for the first time in this game.
And that was beautifully done by Deft.
Better on, but you're still dealing with the Ziggs that's scaling up here. This is what's scary for me, is that RNG in those slower fights is going to be so strong.
Yeah, it's so hard playing a dive comp into a Ziggs as well as Wei. Taking a fair bit of damage here. There's a Destiny from Cryin, though, to immediately come through and save the day. Mega Inferno Bomb, speaking of which, that is just going to obliterate Vsta. And there's the kick flash onto Morgan. He's going to die as an afterthought as Willa going to flash his way out. Wei immediately following, though, had that resonating strike already coming through. And now Willa has to try and get out. Doesn't have flash or Heartbreaker, but RNG just hurt.
Yeah,
I don't understand them at all. It's just not a great
They make your
so maybe
joints
it's one
ache.
of
But RNG trying to look for the engage here.
Yep, Chovy going to use those chains to get himself out. Vsta just soaking the Mega Inferno Bomb. Some chains coming through here as now Vsta dives on in. The teleport is channeled as Ming finds the engage, but there's no follow-up here from RNG as Wei finally will find his way in there. But Deft is just free hitting from the backline. Wei could be in trouble. That is going to be a Q going to Narnia as now Cryin running away. Does have some wild cards he's going to throw out in Hanwha. They're just going to grab a couple of picks and now look for a potential Baron.
I mean, this is not the way you want to fight with this team fight composition that RNG have them. And RNG look like they're just gonna kind of get away with this for free because they don't end up losing that inhibitor turret, and they can just walk up, group up perfectly timed for this mountain. Morgan still has a flank angle here, but he's spotted.
They know he's there. They know he's there. They saw him walk up. The pings are already going down.
Yeah, the Destiny comes on in there as Deft flies on forward, looks for GALA, but he flashes himself out. Deft goes golden. Now Xiaohu is in trouble. Immediately the pylon comes on in. Deft gets over the wall as now Willa trying to keep himself alive, but he's not going to be able to. Chovy surviving in amongst four, but that ain't going to last for very long. As now Deft looking to burst down the Drake, and he does it. But
Actually need to go all in. You can play it slower, play it a little bit back, and with the amount of damage with the items you have right now, it's up to Hanwha again to make a play, and they're going for it.
yeah, Morgan looking for that flanking teleport. Who's he going to ulti as Vsta flashes, grabs the solar flare, and in comes immediately out of nowhere Morgan, and he's going to be able to go down to his GA, keeps himself alive. That is 2 kills now for Chovy. Can he save this KDA is the real question, as now Hanwha chasing after the remaining 3 members of RNG. Vsta not quite sure which way he wants to go, and Deft isn't going to be able to catch up, so they are going to be able to lead it off. It goes down extraordinarily quickly.
Deft
Deft
so
does so much damage. It's at 3,000 health, and RNG aren't going to be able to take it. That's going to be secured by Deft of all people. A great face breaker, but Ming, again, no follow-up whatsoever, as now Xiaohu gets himself in there. Going to be able to grab the Camille, who didn't have that GA, as you knew. And Wei now finding that pick-off, as it's unfortunately the Viego that is going to go down. No resets this time around as the chains are flying around, but it's always a numbers advantage here for RNG, and Chovy once again going to get taken down.
Deft, the lone survivor here. Defending this is going to be so frustrating to try to do. And I got to say, RNG once again engaging into Hanwha Life Esports, closing the gap first, but the facebreaker is actually what makes it okay this time. And now Deft, it's going to take a lot more than heroics, I think, to defend this base.
Yeah, he needs to kill all the minions. Otherwise, it should be RNG just being able to push on forward. There's 20 seconds on the next member of Hanwha Life Hanwha to actually come up as Deft goes into the supercharger, but there's the exhaust. Goes down to his GA. I guess it's not quite over just yet, but he's in amongst 4, and that is going to be that. RNG, they pull Hanwha Life apart. They give them a Baron, and